What's up you guys, it's Ben and welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything there is relating to selling on Amazon. So it's the end of the month and I thought it would be a good idea to continue what I've been doing each and every single month. And that is showing you my Amazon sales figures for the month of June. Now, primarily this is not exactly to show off, this is more to show you what is exactly achievable on Amazon if you just put enough time, effort and work into it and make sure you continue to reinvest all your profits back into the business. It's also a good idea to actually see what other sellers are selling, or not selling but how much they're selling, because then you get an idea and you can kind of compare your figures to their figures, because sometimes your products may be not selling because of the actual product or the listing itself, but sometimes it's just because there are less people on Amazon at a particular time. As you can imagine, there is a lot less people on Amazon in the month of June and July as opposed to Christmas around November, December. So it's good to compare your figures to somebody else's to see how well you've been doing. And that's exactly what we'll be doing today. With that being said, guys, if you are interested in selling on Amazon, please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship, where I will help each and every single one of you to start off your Amazon FBA business without making any of the expensive mistakes that new sellers tend to make. Otherwise, guys, if you're interested in selling on Amazon but you're running on a relatively low budget, please don't forget to check the links down below for Helium 10, the best product research tool out there, or Tide, the perfect business bank account to start off your Amazon FBA business. With that being said, guys, let's get straight to the video. Into the facts and figures for the month of June, I just wanted to share one article that I just read of BBC News. And that's all about Amazon sellers who end up being millionaires by selling their businesses to somebody else. It's literally talking about regular people like you and I that have started off on Amazon only a few years ago and ended up making millions in the very beginning on their businesses, but then actually selling it to somebody else themselves. And this article in particular goes into detail about various people who have done really well on Amazon. Now, I'm not going to go into more detail about it. Like I said, I believe you should read this on BBC for motivation more than anything else. However, what I did want to highlight is the very last bit of what one seller actually said, and that is right here. If you are prepared to have no income for 18 months and work 12-hour days to get this thing off the ground, fine. She says there are easier ways to make a buck. And that is exactly true, guys. In the very beginning, when it comes to selling on Amazon, I couldn't have said it any better myself. You will have to work and you will have to graft for a long time without seeing any income into your actual pocket. You may see profits in the business, you may see more and more products growing in your portfolio, but you won't actually be able to take any of the money out, because if you do take some of the profit out, you will slow down the growth of your business and therefore won't go that as far as you possibly could. So this is exactly what me and my partner did. We actually didn't take any income for 2 years, I believe even more than 2 years, and then eventually started taking some money off the top, so to speak, as the business had more than enough cash to continue growing. And this is something you need to think about as well, guys. Are you prepared to put in at least 6 to 12 months of growth in the very beginning without seeing any physical results, without seeing any income in the very beginning? This is something that I think a lot of you need to really think about. However, back onto the video that I intended to actually do. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what we've been selling in the month of June, where are we at for the year, and what I think I'm going to be doing in the future, because I am changing a couple of things that I wanted to speak to you guys in a bit more detail. Well, first things first, the month of June doesn't actually look too good. So for this year, as you can see, we actually sold £58,807, and it's actually down from last May, well, just literally a month ago, which was around £64,000, 390. However, I am actually quite happy with this figure, because the profit differences between the two are staggering. Here, I actually probably made around £15,000 in profit in the month of June. And that is because in the month of May, I was selling more of the items that I wanted to just get rid of as quickly as possible to have more storage space in the Amazon fulfillment centers, where in the month of June, I was able to increase my prices on all of my products, and each and every single product that sold, I got far more profit out of it. So now with a lot of my products sold off that I wanted to get rid of in the very beginning, I am now got much more space in the storage warehouses, and I now have everything kind of lined up where I basically send each and every single Sunday quite a few boxes, probably about 10 to 15 boxes into Amazon each and every single Sunday, and that's how it works. Now we went through this painful period, effectively going from one warehouse to another, then to figure out all the boxes into one warehouse, so to speak. But now everything is starting to slowly fall into place, because the slow selling products that I had that was really clogging up a lot of the storage in the Amazon's FBA fulfillment centers are now starting to sell off. A lot of them actually have sold off already, and now I can now start moving the more faster selling products. So I actually believe the month of June has actually been a really profitable month, and I believe the month of July is also going to be somewhat similar, maybe a little bit higher, but again, a very, very profitable month. Now, guys, the month of June, majority of the products that I've been selling, I can't actually disclose. However, what I do want you guys to think about is summary products, products that basically get you to buy in summer, okay? Something that I wanted to speak to you a little bit later as well is I'm actually going to be changing my product research strategy. I am not going to be going for products that sell well throughout the year. I'm now going to be going more into products that are trendy, some products that sell well in winter, and some products that will sell well in summer, and I will explain to you why. Next up, what I also wanted to show you guys is also the conversion rates and the sessions rates, so to speak. Now, as you can see, I've actually sold £6,000 less. However, the page views have gone down quite tremendously. However, the sessions have gone down tremendously. But if you actually move me here a little bit, you can actually see that the conversion, i.e. how many people will click on the listing and actually make a purchasing decision, has gone up tremendously. It went up from 24. As you can see, I kept on pushing it up: 23, 24, 24, 25, 31, 32. Now, how did I manage to do that? How did I push from 24 to all of a sudden 31? And it's really simple, guys. I spent a week looking through each and every single one of my listing and thinking, what can I do to improve it? Can I change the keywords? Can I change the title? Maybe the images are not selling the product as well as it could. Can I play around with the primary image? And I found it to be a massive, massive boost in my conversion rates, because all of a sudden people now understand better of what my products are about, and therefore will be buying much more frequently once they have made the decision of actually clicking onto my listing. So before, just so you guys don't know what conversion rates are, for every 100 people that clicked on my listings, around 24 actually made a purchase. Whereas now, for every 100 people that clicked on my listing, 32 people have made a purchase. Now you may think, well, it's only 6 people per 100 people that visited your listing, but guys, remember, as you go like this grows quite tremendously. You have thousands of people actually looking at your listing. So making sure that you can increase your conversion percentage is really, really important. And as you can see, in the month of June, I actually had 18,000 page views actually. So people clicked on my listing 18,000 times. And having a higher conversion rates really, really impacts how much you're going to be selling at the end of the month. Okay, so as I said, 54, 64, 58. The next month, I'm probably assuming around sort of 63, 65. I do have a few more products coming in, which I hope will be selling well throughout the summer. And I'm hoping to then start pushing into the winter time with a lot of products that I will be bringing in for the winter season. I really, really am preparing myself for Q4. And this is something, again, that I would advise to all of my students and my viewers as well, to start thinking 3 to 6 months ahead. Even though the sale figures are not great at the moment for those products that sell well in winter, don't worry, you know they will pick up. And when the time is right, when they do pick up, your product will be on the first page with reviews, fully optimized, ready to be sold. Okay? And this is one of the products that I was kind of looking at, to be completely honest, a portable heater. Okay, now as you can see, it does not stand out. If somebody was doing product research, this would not be a great product for them, because the total revenue is £46,000 at the moment, for obvious reasons. I mean, the summer is here, the weather is 15, 20, sometimes 25 degrees. Who is going to be buying a portable heater? However, guys, this is where my thought process is. If I can get a product like this around August, around September time, when eventually I've listed it, when I eventually got some reviews on it and I got it onto the first page, because it will be very easy to get this product on the first page given the low revenue number. When November comes in and the sales start to come into the heater section, heater niche, I will be there to collect as many of those sales as possible. And why do I think this is going to be a good niche to sell around winter time? It's really simple. By simply going onto Google Trends, typing in heaters, looking over the last 5 years of data, and as you can see, the niche always starts to pick up around September, October, November, December time, and of course they will sell extremely well around Christmas time. So if I can find something as nice as this, and you know, something that I can start selling as quickly as possible, then I'm primed to have a very good Q4. And this is exactly what I want you guys to think about as well. Now, heaters is a relatively expensive product, okay? They start from 30 to 60 to maybe even £100. But what's to say that you can't start off with a relatively cheaper product, something that you may buy for £5 and sell it for 15, for 20 in the months of October, November, December. Okay, you just have to think ahead. Don't think about what's been selling well in the past in the month of May or April. That's now gone. Okay, you need to think about what is going to be selling well in October, November, December, and start preparing for it. Okay, so with product research, guys, we need to change things up a little bit. Okay, we can't be looking, all of us, at exactly the same products thinking, okay, well, this revenue is good, let's go for that one, because every single person is going to be looking at exactly the same figures. We need to use our sort of a little bit of common sense as well and think what is going to be selling well in the future and start preparing for it. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you found it useful. Please don't forget to check the links down below for my own personal mentorship. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.